subject. So, because if anybody watched last Thursday's TNA show on AMC,
live on AMC.
This is not even a week out when they handed you
I still have scars on my chest from Eddie Edwards jumping me. Him and the Bear kid. The Bear's from around here.
Well, you picked Bear Bronson to be your replacement, right?
Because I had a lot of respect for Bear. I worked Bear up in Maine. I think he's an unbelievable talent. And then come to find out, him and Brian and Eddie planned some bullshit backstage, and they turned on me.
Now, the one thing I did hear Eddie Edwards yelling as he was kicking your face in was, you think this is just about you. It's all about you. Which I'm thinking, he's thinking like, well, we just spent a whole couple months about your...
No, let me cut you off.
Okay.
Eddie and I started together 25 years ago, 2001, 2002 up in Boston. Sheldon Goldberg, all those independents up there. I went to WWE. Eddie went to Japan. Eddie has always been jealous of my run in WWE. So when I joined the system, he was jealous, obviously, that a star was taking his spotlight. So he's probably been planning this for months.
And what do you think about, what about Myers? One of your best friends as well.
I mean, obviously not. Myers is looking out for Myers. So if he can, interject a younger talent into his group that takes less, that's less bumping he has to do, less time, less matches he has to do. So he can put in Bear, he can put in Cedric Alexander, who we haven't even talked about, who turned on Moose. Don't forget Moose got jumped too.
Yeah,
Moose is out the system.
What did you now when you?
I mean, it's unbelievable. Moose and I were just as big a part of that faction for the last year and a half, and it's over like that.
When you and Moose hobbled from the ring to the back, and the system, all four members, they were already gone.
They were already gone.
What did you guys have a little conversation with each other?
Of course. I'm not going to repeat what we said because it's confidential, but I mean, let's just leave it at this. Things will work themselves out eventually.
But now here's the problem.
Terry Funk retired in '83. Last match 2017. You want to know why? Because something always drew him back into the business. And I don't want to say this is drawing me back in, but I mean, if anything, fuck.
Well, it wouldn't make sense.
I mean, it sucks, to end on such a great note, a beautiful farewell, and just have it all flushed down the toilet just like that. The next, the pay-per-view was Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And
well, and to get no retribution now, because you can't just fade into obscurity.
Shit.
Without getting your...
I mean, that's the last thing people are going to remember me. That's the last thing I did.
Yeah, didn't Eddie, who was it Brad Bronson who gave you the nut shot?
No, Eddie.
It was Eddie.
One of my
That's
best
right.
friends.
Eddie, yeah.
I mean, they've been planning this for months. I wish they did it before they had that nice send-off for me, because it hurts more that someone hugs you to your face and then stabs you in the back.
I would like to see Moose and JDC against Eddie.
I mean, we need two
and
more
Brian
partners.
Myers in a cage.
We need two more partners, though. I think because there's four of them.
Oh, do a little.
Where does Lish fall in all this?
Well, that's another thing. And all of a sudden I'm thinking, well, what's going on?
Where's Lish gonna go? Because she's distraught over the whole thing.
But that is her husband.
She wasn't backstage when we got backstage. I don't know where her head's at. So I guess you're just gonna have to tune into AMC. I am not gonna be on TV. I'm retired, so you're gonna have to see where. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll pop back on TV and.
Well, some people are saying maybe you and Moose need to start a new system.
Like the black and white, black and red. Was it black and red Wolfpack?
Joe, black and red, right?
Black and red, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's just everything's so fresh, man. It's just hard to really absorb all this. You got to think. It's like your dad backhanding you at the dinner table, then giving you a hug goodnight. It's just the mixed emotions of this beautiful farewell your friends gave you, then they just jump you the next night. So it's just that's the wrestling business, though, right?
I guess so. I mean, you
got to be careful who you trust.
I think you're like maybe 455 of all the wrestlers that have gotten turned on at some point in their lives.
Yeah. So it's
Long list there.
So the whole the whole point of this is don't be in a faction. There's egos.
You know, I didn't want to say this, JDC, but our very own Joe here actually
Why was dragging me into this?
told me that he had
Joe.
he had a heads up that you were going to get turned on,
I knew
Show.
nothing.
and he told me this after the fact. But I don't know.
Are you
He
serious?
didn't want to. He said it wasn't his business to
You want me
say.
to drive back to the airport with this?
Well, you could do whatever you want with him in the car.
I'll get an Uber. I don't trust you now, Joe.
That's
Did you put poison in my Qdoba?
Well, no.
look at that smile. I don't know about that.
Oh, Joe.
Why are we dragging me
Are you
into
a
this?
system guy, Joe?
He used to.
Or,
You're not anymore. So you're not a Myers guy anymore.
well,
Joe.
why are we dragging me into this?
I think he's split. He's split here.
Yeah.
All right. So they said somebody was saying they loved your Terry Funk inspired gear. What made you? Obviously, he was one of your favorite wrestlers. What was your thought process in that? Just to get a little tribute to him.
Yeah, I mean, wrestling with shadows. Not wrestling with shadows. Beyond the Mat.
Yeah.
I remember when that first came out. Is when I first started getting into the business, and that was just such an influential movie to all of us guys, kind of breaking into the business. So I can't remember who I wrestled 2 weeks ago, but I remember just about every quote from that movie, and I've always been such a huge ECW. The tape trading days back when you get the death matches with Terry in them, and Tarzan Godo, and Mick and Onita. Terry is a guy that was relevant like the Rolling Stones through generations. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
NWA, 70s, Texas,
Yeah, he could do it all.
80s, WCW.
He evolved.
Came into WWF for a little bit. Started with that promotion, Eastern Championship Wrestling, in the early 90s. ECW run, then went back to WWE.
Going back to WCW.
Him and Cactus for the Chainsaw game. It's just kind of like Jericho. Just he figures out a way to keep evolving his character and evolving his style too. I remember being a kid watching like Terry Funk doing Asai moonsaults on Shotgun Saturday Night versus like Dick to Go or
Yeah.
I'm like,
It was always crooked too, but he did.
but it's fucking hitting the guardrail.
Yeah.
I was like, and everyone else is just having this kind of generic safe match. Not everyone else, but But if a Terry Funk match came on, you knew you were going to see something. Same with Mick too. Like you're going to see something you don't usually see. And I've always considered myself kind of a little bit of a loose cannon, so I've always gravitated towards the wild characters like Brian Pillman and Terry Funk and Shawn Michaels. I never got to meet Terry though.
You never met him?
I never met Terry. No.
Wow. Yeah,
I'm really close with Tommy, and obviously Tommy and Terry were really close. No, you know what? I take that back. I'm sorry. I was working a dark match.